let's do some mailbag questions, fellas. Cool. First one.
Is this our mailbox?
Yeah, it's our mailbox. If you could go back in time and undo one Calvin Booth move, a contract, a draft pick, a free agent signing, a trade, which one would you choose?
Man, what is the most damaging move?
I have an answer. The Zeke Nnaji contract. That we're still living with that, and we're going to be living with it for a long time. It comes up every season. It's provided almost no benefit. I like Zeke.
You're here right now in this offseason trying to figure out how you could, well, ownership is trying to figure out how they can stay under aprons. And that contract is still on your books. You're thinking, well, just trade that contract. Well, how would you do that? Attach the few remaining assets you have to get off of it.
Was it his first move? Calvin Booth's first
I think
move?
it might be. It's similar to
Extending.
what Ben Wallace just did with Christian Brown. Came in,
right.
made the signing, and then, from that point forward.
I don't think it was his first move, though.
It wasn't his first.
The Zeke one probably has the longest lasting effect. You could probably say, though, just the decision to draft 3 players in 1 year. Because I don't know if that's 3 separate moves, but it felt like one move to say we're going to get 3 rookies and then immediately sign them to long-term deals. That one, the finances of the Zeke one are more damning, but that was 3 roster spots that have occupied 3 years.
For sure. And I mean, 3 guys that you thought you needed to develop and play, and just what could have been if you went other directions with those spots.
Is it possible if you have a mulligan on those 3, you sign somebody else, you flip them for something else, you have assets that continue. Maybe you have 1 that gets invested in as opposed to 3 that none do.
Yeah.
When you're going all the way that far back, like 2024 was like, right now it feels like, well, these are just margin moves, but 2024 you were close. You were this close. So do some of these choices end up mattering? Another one here is, as you're thinking about how important having draft assets are, picks you can trade, second rounders, which seem to be the sweetener to get every deal done. You did promise Reggie Jackson, you did give him a player option, and then have to attach 3 second rounders to get off. That felt avoidable.
Yeah, that was a rough situation.
Same things with Bones. Like, they just ran Bones out of town and had to attach draft picks to get rid of him. Or did we get one back? It was like, I don't remember. It was not a great deal, all things considered.
That one might have happened either way, though.
But I'm not counting that as a bad move. It's just like, we in this era are just constantly giving out picks to fix mistakes. It's like we had to give away picks to get rid of Manimal. We had to give away picks to get off Reggie Jackson. We had to give away picks to get off Mike. We had to give
away picks to draft Duran.
Yes.
Remember to move up a few spots.
Right.
So, yeah.
And now we don't have any picks.
We've got no picks.
Even Peyton, who I think is looking to be a good player, you traded to get that pick, which was also a risk at the time.
Yeah. Couple to choose from.
Next question.
They're all bad. All right, here we go.
But he did make
Let's see what else we got
They
here.
did make a lot of good moves.
Who did win the championship? That's it.
Who do you guys think would be the best free agent addition or trade target that's not currently on the roster to give the Nuggets the best chance to be championship contenders?
Best free agent?
Or trade acquisition?
He's technically not a free agent yet, but Adam did kind of sell me on the Bogdanovic one. And I don't think it's a minimum. And so, but I don't. It's a guy where maybe you strike gold on a minimum again. It's a guy that hopefully, if he's healthy, adds to your lineup versatility. But also, how about just the angle of where is Jokic's head at? Does it help to have this guy on the roster? And it probably would. It probably would in a real important kind.
I don't know if he's going to help you win a championship, though.
Right. He stunk when he played against the Nuggets on the Clippers. Like, because I was looking at him.
Well, he's coming off an awful year. Yeah.
Awful year, and he stunk against the Nuggets. So that's when I lost my enthusiasm for that move. But there are things that are outside the lines, which is making sure that Nikola Jokic feels happy, comfortable. You were in the locker room, you knew that there wasn't a lot of talking, and they weren't joking around like maybe teams like what a pro wants over in Oklahoma City to do a TikTok dance together.
The angle, though, it's not that I think Bogdan is like going to come and score 25 points per game and now you're a contender. I'm just trying to think of, if you're stuck with minimums, what has a real impact, and does helping Jokic's mental go that far?
If realistic is not, I mean, if we're just talking about anybody, realistic or not, LeBron James,
Oh, sure.
still take it, man. Still take it.
Michael
That
Jordan still
Jordan around.
Yeah, I mean, I think the Clippers are going to be ripe for making deals this summer. They got a lot of vets on their team. They have this 5th draft pick. They might be getting, I don't know, the death penalty from the league. Probably not, but
Probably not.
They aspire
there are
to.
a lot of things going on. I feel like it's going to be a big summer for them. The 2 guys I want on the Clippers are Chris Dunn and Derrick Jones.
Yeah.
And I mean, I don't know what the deal looks like, but I feel like the Clippers are ripe for a lot of shakeup this offseason.
Oh, they have to.
And if you add Chris Dunn and Derrick Jones to the roster, you get better defenders. You get guys who have plus size. Derrick Jones very athletic. He'd do good here. Chris Dunn's, I think, a good option at backup point guard. And he can play next to Jamal Murray too. Those 2 guys to me seem gettable on very good contracts. They don't make a lot of money and would help this current version of the Nuggets. If you can find a way to get one or both of those guys, I think that'd be awesome.
Are you saying, is Julian Strawther a part of that deal? I'm trying to think of like,
Sure.
what would they want?
Sure.
I mean, they
Sure.
want.
Yeah. Take them.
Sure.
Take 'em.
Yeah, I when I'm looking at the league in general, it's like I'm looking at the teams that have too many assets. Oklahoma City, they're going to have to make moves because they have too much. They're going to have to sell low on some players.
Well, it seems like they are going to be getting off of Wiggins.
They're going to have. I mean, there
For
are
sure.
players that you'd be like, why would you get rid of him? It's like we got a bunch of like there's just not enough spaces for all of the assets they have. And then you look at like the teams that have over-indexed on old players and they are of the past. And it's like the Clippers went all in on the old guy thing, and of course it fell apart. So they have to start over. Like they have to blow up their team. The Warriors have to blow up their team. They won't. But this is like the guys you should look at. Like, where is their mindset? Brooklyn has a ton of assets. They could probably move off like all those guys, those picks that they made.
I love that you keep referring to them, but not their names. Do you know why?
The reason you don't know their names
know them because
is
they're
they
not good.
suck.
I think that
Danny Wolf. They got to. I mean,
I have not looked in deep, but I just feel like that's a situation where that you didn't really get to see like who they are.
yeah.
You know.
Okay, let's stick on trades here. Trade idea: Nuggets receive Tyler Herro, Davion Mitchell, Jaime Jaquez.
Okay.
Heat received Jamal Murray, Zeke Nnaji.
I actually think directionally this one is the type of trade Denver has to make, which is that you get basically in this case 3 for 1 because Zeke Nnaji is kind of a 0, Jamal Murray's a 1. I don't think the Heat would do this. I think this is a trade that's somewhat unrealistic. Davion Mitchell is 100% great fit. Tyler Herro probably a great fit, to be honest with you. He's not my favorite guy. I don't think Jaime Jaquez is a great fit, but whatever. Bench identity.
He would play in your
he would
rotation.
play.
He's a good player. So
I think he had lots of teammates in college.
directionally, I agree with this one as well. If you're, I guess the hopeful angle is if you're Miami and you think you can make a Giannis play, do you want Jamal? But then to get Giannis, you probably need those assets.
Yeah.
So I can't see them doing it.
Yeah, me neither.
But I like.
But I would do it. I
Yeah,
think.
yeah, I like it. Yeah.
Yeah, here's a question real quick, not in there. Do you think Jamal will be affected at all by the fact that he was in trade rumors for the first time? And not just in trade rumors. Josh Kroenke went to the podium and said everyone is on the table except for Jokic. And he just had an All-NBA year. Like, we haven't even thought about this, that Jamal is moody. He's had up and down mood swings, over the course of a year, pretty much all of his seasons. Is it possible that he falls out of love with the Nuggets after this?
Anything's possible.
It's possible.
Is it likely, in your opinion?
He takes a hit.
I don't know him personally enough to be able to make that kind of call, but just watching him from afar, it's possible. I mean, he's come in when he's demotivated. There's he can really crank it down. But I also think that there was a lot of emotion going on at that particular moment in time, and I think a lot of things can be said in heated moments that can fall away pretty quickly. I think if you said that now with cold blood, we're looking to get rid of it, I feel like that would hurt more. But it's I don't know, I saw, apparently I said everybody sucks in the Nugget, and I love them. You know what I mean? It's just so I don't know. We'll see. I mean, to me, that's a theory that there probably is worth giving some weight to, but I don't know. I feel like cooler heads.
Well, I mean, the thing is, I think trade stuff like that, people's talking about, oh, this guy's on the table, this guy, that doesn't affect people as much as we might think it does. I think these guys are professionals. It's part of the business. But in Jamal's case and the Nuggets case, it's just never happened before.
Right.
This is the first time you've come out and said, Josh Kroenke's come out and said he's on the table. Like that hasn't happened before. So I think yeah, maybe it could affect some things.
Professionalism, though, is more about it's a business we understand. This one is a lack of vote of confidence.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's why I think it would affect him, is because it's always been Jokic, Murray, and let's build a core around it. And they're basically saying it's Jokic, man. Murray is expendable to some degree. And I just think you can't unhear that.
I think you can unhear that, but I do think you have to find a way to push past it. I think it would reflect poorly on him as a competitor at this stage.
Yeah, like, that's the smallest amount of.
But it's a good question because it very well could happen.
Yeah.
But I just think if you're Jamal, you have to understand that the lack of playoff success and your lack of individual playoff success over the last few years is adding up.
I don't think that's the way he thinks. I don't think athletes.
I don't think it is, but in a perfect world, it motivates him.
We did see we saw a very motivated Jamal Murray come in
This regular season.
after having very loud, disastrous failures with Team Canada in the playoff. Before that, we were starting to wonder if like his knees were just cooked. So I think that there could be a motivation in there for him, only because he wasn't named by name. It was sort of like, and you got to think like the Nuggets are feeling like that too. Like, dude, we just got our asses kicked. Like, what are we doing? We need to break. What's happening here?
I predict that this will become a storyline if he returns. I actually
see you
think.
being right, but I hope you're wrong.
Same with me, man. I don't. This isn't one, but I think that Jamal Murray will likely not handle that very well, knowing they lost the playoff series. He had a horrible series himself, and they immediately went to, yeah, now we're going to look to trade him if that's the best thing for us. I just think that changes the dynamic no matter what. Doesn't mean he can't still lead the team to a championship the way he has in the past, but I do think it's now a new obstacle that's actually big and kind of real.
I mean, I think media day is going to suck. Let's say that.
Let us know what you think in the comments. What you think the Nuggets should do this offseason when it comes to Jamal Murray, trades, whatever it might be. Let us know in the comments. Like this video, subscribe. We'll be back soon.